Kate from Table of Plenty is joining me back in the kitchen today, but this time you've brought in your Yumola clusters.
I have.
Now, the Yumola clusters, most people would have for, say, a breakfast cereal, but I think that they are a great addition to a dessert, giving it a bit of texture and also a bit easy as well.
Well, they are, because I mean they're whole grain oats and whole grain rice, and they're clustered together, and they just make a really simple thing like a crumble or sprinkle on top of stuff.
Yeah, well, I thought today that I'd make a bit of a tropical inspired crumble. So I've got some bananas, which I'm going to grill, and also I'm going to make a dairy-free coconut and lime custard.
Wow, that sounds really good. I've never tried a dairy-free custard, so...
It's yummy. And I think the banana yogurt would go really well with it. So would you be my sous chef today?
I will.
And here's the bananas. If you could chop those up for me, and I'm going to get started on the custard. So I'm going to use 2 cups of coconut milk straight into the pot. All right, and some lime zest. So I've got my microplane. I'm just going to grate the zest of 1 lime straight into the coconut milk. Now, when I'm using citrus, I always try and use the zest because there's so much flavour.
Yeah, it comes from those volatile oils, doesn't it?
And the juice, I think we can use with the crumble, so we're not wasting anything. Okay, and I'm also going to use some natural sweetener, so some coconut nectar. I've got about a tablespoon of that. That's just going to give our custard a hint of sweetness. But it's not going to be too sweet like the custards that you're probably used to eating because of that lovely lime zest as well. So, heat goes on. Give it a little bit of a stir, and we're just going to bring it up to just below simmering. We don't want to boil the coconut milk as we don't want it to split.
Okay, I've done that.
That looks great.
Fantastic.
All right, I've got some more of that coconut nectar.
Shall I cut this?
Yes, that'd be great. Squeeze in the lime juice and just stir through the coconut nectar, and then we're going to add that onto our bananas.
Great.
And I'm going to finish off this custard. So I've got 3 egg yolks. That's just going to go into a bowl. And 1 teaspoon of arrowroot or tapioca flour. Okay, now I'm going to stir this together, and if you could stir the lime juice and the coconut nectar together. Now, if you don't have coconut nectar, you can also use maple syrup. That works well too.
Or honey.
Or honey, yep. So how did you come up with these flavours, and what's the process that you go through to make your muesli stand out against other muesli, say?
Well, look, I really think that Table of Plenty is very much about flavours. I'm a foodie at heart, and I'm just always looking out there, looking at what's the next flavour, what are the things that are not on the shelf, how can I take things to the next level? And so many dishes, I mean, we have so many ideas, and I cook a lot of them. I'm in the kitchen, I've got, you know, a team who help me, and we just cook stuff up. And we try them on our friends, we do... That's
like such a fun part of the job. I think I might put my hand up next time you're developing some nice new yummy products.
You're welcome to.
Now, with that glaze, simply pour it all over the bananas, and then we're going to pop it into the oven for 5 minutes, and then we'll give it a bit more of a baste and turn those bananas around. So just make sure they're fully covered.
Yes.
Now, I've got the oven going at 180. So that's ready to just go in.
Shall I pop it in?
That'd be great. Now, the coconut milk has come up to temperature, so I'm just going to spike the eggs with a little bit of the coconut milk.
Is that because you don't want them to cook?
That's it. We don't want scrambled eggs straight away. So just adding a little bit in. You can already smell that beautiful lime flavour. Okay, so that all goes in, and then give it a little bit of a whisk. And now it's going to go back into our pot.
So this is a real egg custard.
Yeah, this is like... you can also make a dairy version with milk and cream, but I like the lightness of the coconut milk. And also, a lot of people have allergies to dairy these days or are cutting out dairy. So I think it's a really good alternative.
And also fits with that tropical.
Exactly. Coconut, lime, grilled bananas. I've got the temperature on really low, and I'm using a flexible spatula. I think spatulas are good for getting around all the corners of the saucepan. And we just want to put it on low and slowly cook out that floury taste and that eggy taste, and so that it thickens up. And that usually takes around about 5 minutes or so. So, oh, you're cleaning up.
I am. You sound a good sous chef.
You're a fantastic assistant.
ground up. That's perfect.
So this can just go back into the oven and warm through for 2 minutes.
Great.
That is smelling just delicious.
It is.
I just love I love the taste, but I also just love the smell of cooked bananas. It's nice and toasted and golden. I think it's going to go perfectly with the coconut and lime custard.
So should we plate up?
I think it should. Let's put
You're probably better at that than me.
Okay.
You've got the MasterChef experience.
I like the rustic look.
Oh, you do?
I don't like anything too fancy. Anything too modern. So this is a little bit of a more gourmet way of serving your Yumola clusters, but there's so many other things you can do with them.
Look, I love them as a sprinkle on ice cream. They're fantastic. Banana, like vanilla ice cream with banana Yumola on it. Or even if you put a couple of spoons into a smoothie, if you're making a breakfast smoothie, just adds that carbohydrate and the proteins from the nuts. So lots of ways you can use it.
Definitely, and I'd just have it with some fruit and yogurt as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that. I like the bits of lime in it.
Yeah, I think it balances out the natural sweetness of the banana a little bit too. So what do you think? How does that look?
Looks amazing. Really good.
I'm just going to pop a little bit more lime zest on top.
Bit of colour.
So Kate, would you like to have a taste?
Absolutely.
So I really think this is a delicious and healthy alternative to use rather than your traditional crumble topping, which is loaded with processed flour and butter. This is using whole grains and it really is delicious. I think I might try some too.
You won't regret it.